Okay, in this lesson, we are going to learn about formulas. Now, formulas are one of the most important things in Excel because they allow Excel to perform calculations automatically. Instead of calculating numbers yourself with a calculator, you can simply create a formula and Excel will do the calculation for you. Now, what is a formula? A formula in Excel is a set of instructions that tell Excel what calculation to perform. For example, if you want to add two numbers together, Excel can calculate the answer for you using a formula. So instead of doing the calculation yourself, you simply tell Excel what numbers to use and what operation to perform for you. Now, just like functions, formulas begin with an equal sign. This equal sign, the symbol tells Excel that you're about to perform a calculation, and if you type numbers without the equal sign, Excel will treat them as normal data, not as formula. Now, examples of a formula. Suppose we want to add 5 and 10. In Excel, we will type equals to 5 plus 10. Then we press the enter key. You always have to press the enter key. Now, Excel will calculate the result and display 15 in the cell. Now, in most real situations, we do not type the numbers directly into the formula. Instead, we use cell references. A cell reference is the name of a cell based on its column and row. For example, cell A1 means column A and row 1, and cell B3 means column B and row 3. These cell names allow Excel to know where the numbers are located. Let's say cell A1 contains 10 and cell A2 contains 20. If we want Excel to add these numbers together, we can write this formula: equals to A1 plus A2. Then we press the enter key. Excel will look at the value in A1 and the value in A2 and add them together and show you the result. The result is usually displayed in another column. Now, Excel formulas use mathematical symbols called operators. Here are the most common ones. We have the plus sign, which means addition, the minus sign, which means subtraction, asterisk means multiplication, forward slash means division. Now, let's talk about something important in Excel called cell referencing. Cell referencing determines how Excel treats cell addresses when you copy a formula from one cell to another. There are two types of cell references in Excel. We have the relative reference and absolute reference. Now, a relative reference is the default reference type in Excel. This means the cell reference changes automatically when you copy the formula to another cell. For example, if you write this formula in cell C1 equals to A1 plus B1, I told you that if you're going to make formulas, the result must be in another column. Excel adds the values in cells A1 and B2, and it displays it in cell C2. Now, if you copy this formula down to cell C2, Excel automatically changes it to equals to A2 plus B2. So if you go down to cell C3, it's going to change it to A3 and plus B3. The cell references changes because Excel assumes you want the formula to follow the same patterns. Now we have absolute reference. It's a reference that does not change when you copy a formula. To create an absolute reference, we use the $ symbol. This is what it would look like. The $ locks the column and the row, meaning the reference would always remain A1 no matter where the formula is copied. Suppose we have cell A1 contains a tax rate of 10% and you have prices in column B. Let's say B1 has 100, B2 has 200, and B3 has 300. if you want to multiply each price by the tax rate in cell A1, you would write this formula. Equals to B1, then you put the asterisk sign, then a dollar sign, you put column A, and then the dollar sign, you put row 1. When you copy the formula down, Excel will keep referencing A1 because it is locked with a dollar sign. So it keeps going like that and it doesn't change. Now that we understand how formulas work, there's an easy way to apply the same formula to many cells without typing it again and again. Excel has a feature that allows us to copy a formula automatically by dragging it. This feature is called the fill handle. The fill handle is a small square you see at the bottom right corner of a selected cell. Suppose we have numbers in cell A1 and cell B2. Let's say cell A1 has 10 and cell B1 has 20. And in cell C1, we create a formula and add them together. Equals to A1 plus B1. When we press the enter key, Excel calculates the answer. Now imagine we have more numbers below. Instead of writing the formula again in every row, we can copy the formula using the fill handle. Here is how we would do it. First, click the cell that contains the formula. In this example, that cell is C1. Now move your mouse to the bottom right corner of the cell. You will notice the cursor change into a small black plus sign. Click and drag the mouse downward across the cell where you want the formula to apply. When you release the mouse, Excel will automatically copy the formula to the other cells. Now, when Excel copies the formula, it also adjusts the cell references automatically. So if the original formula in cell C1 is A1 plus B1, when you drag it down to C2, Excel changes the formula to A2 plus B2. When it goes down to C3, it changes to A3 plus B3. Excel does this because it uses relative references, which means that the references adjust based on the row or column. Now, why is this feature important? It's very useful when working with large data sets. Instead of typing the same formula hundreds of times, so many times, you can simply drag once and Excel will apply the formula everywhere for you. This saves time and reduces mistakes. Now, a quick tip. You can also double click the fill handle instead of dragging it. Excel will automatically fill the formula down to the last row where there is a data beside it. Now, why are formulas important? The best thing about formulas is that they update automatically. For example, if your formula is A1 plus A2 and you change the number in A1 or A2, Excel will automatically calculate a new answer. You don't have to redo the calculation yourself. Now, this makes Excel extremely useful because when you're working with like budgets and reports and data analysis and numbers keep changing, so Excel will still calculate it for you. Now let's jump to our worksheet and create some formulas.